everyone, my name is Isra and this is the Crownless Queen. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to piggyback off my last video about how to stay healthy during Ramadan by showing you guys my top healthy, super easy suhoor recipes that anybody could do. They're so delicious, so nutritious. This is exactly how I like to eat outside of Ramadan as well, but we're talking about suhoor where you're groggy, you woke up and you're like, huh? Where am I? Am I right? So these recipes are meant to be super easy where you can just grab this food from the fridge, set it down in front of you and start eating before time is up. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first recipe I'm going to show you that I'll be making is overnight oats. Now these are so good, so healthy, full of so much fiber and protein in it. And if you have a sweet tooth like I do, this actually helps curb that sweet tooth because it just tastes so good when you top it with fruit and granola, whatever you fancy.
Okay, first we are going to start out with oats. I use Quaker oats, but you can use any brand that you have at home, and you just want to fill it up to a good amount. I'm putting enough for it to last a couple days. Next, we are going to squeeze out any milks that we have. These are just the small milks that I get from the store. So I mixed in almond and soy milk, and you just want to keep mixing it and making sure that the oats are just underneath it. Then we add the honey. Next, you want to add about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and then just mix, mix, mix. Next, I'm adding green apples here. Now this step is optional, but I'm going to leave it in with the oats just to add a little bit of taste.
So that concludes the first easy suhoor recipe. You don't have to add the apples in if you don't want to. Sometimes I add it in right when I'm about to eat my oats, just so I can enjoy the crunch of the apple. I just love green apples especially. But other ingredients you can add to this is chia seeds. It's really good and it adds a little bit of texture and some more fiber. But I don't have chia seeds, so this will do it. And this was only 4 ingredients. Well, 3 ingredients if you don't count the apples. So when I'm about to eat this, what I like to do is add some granola on top, some bananas, and you're basically good to go. So easy, girl. So easy! So now all you have to do is put this in the fridge overnight and then you can enjoy it when it's time to eat. Okay, so the next recipe is actually my personal favorite. I eat this every night for suhoor. It's healthy, it's full of protein, a lot of fiber, and it just makes me happy because it tastes so good. So what we're going to be making next is protein banana pancakes. Yes! Banana is a staple in our household. Like, we cannot go a day without eating bananas. Comment down below, let me know what fruit you guys can't live without. I'd love to know. We're only going to be using about 4 ingredients. Ooh. So let's get to it.
Now for this recipe, you'll need a banana, the riper the better, any type of protein powder that you have at home, 1 egg, and I'm using this oats and wheat muesli fruit mix. So first we're going to start with the banana, and you're just going to cut it into small pieces and cut that all up, and then you're going to start mashing it. Next, we're going to add the eggs and then the protein powder. Yeah, get the protein powder and then just start mixing it as you go, and then you'll see that it's going to become a nice gushy texture. Next, I'm going to add the muesli. This is made out of oats, which I really like, and dried fruit. It's so good. Oh, wait, I always forget this. And, oh, there it is. Cinnamon. Yeah, so good.
Okay, so I'm just going to interrupt this video right now to ask that you guys smash that like button down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to your girl so you don't miss another video. Alright, back to the video. Okay, so now that you have your mixed masterpiece, it's time to head over to the stove to start whipping up the pancakes. Okay, so for this step, it's very important that you remember to grab your Tupperware so that you can add the pancakes into it and you can just stuff them in the fridge after you're done, because I can't eat this now.
Okay, so we don't have an updated kitchen here in India, but what you'll need is to start with putting some oil, your handy dandy spatula, and then you just want to put the mixture on the pan. Whoop, there you go, flip. I know it looks a little burnt, but you want to pat it down, make sure you know it gets all cooked. And I have no idea why I started smoking like this. I had to turn it off and clean it, and then it was good. But you're just going to repeat those steps until you finish up the batter. I actually added a little bit more banana to make it more fluffy and to make sure I got at least 4 pancakes out of that mix. Next, you're just gonna lay your pancakes out. I know it looks kind of bad, but then you're gonna take your fruit choice of topping. I'm using kiwi today. Ooh, so good. Cut it up into little pieces. Then you're gonna get the honey, any type of honey. Drizzle it on top like your syrup, and then peanut butter will act as your butter.
Okay, so here you go, my favorite recipe of all time. And I know the pancakes kind of came out looking a little ratchet and burnt, but you know what? It doesn't really matter what your food looks like because it doesn't take away from the taste. It still tastes bomb AF. I wish I had strawberries, but I don't think it's strawberry season in India anymore. And I made my strawberries, but you know what? Kiwi, you will do. That'll do. Okay, so another really easy recipe. All you need for this is anything that you really like to eat that's nutritious and a blender. Blend it up and you're good to go. So the blender that I have, it's not one that you plug into the wall. It's a portable travel smoothie blender. So me and Paul are travel bloggers, and I thought this would be great for me to take along, for me to, when I buy my own fruit, I can just kind of like mix it in and make my own fruit juice, because we have traveled to a lot of tropical places this past couple months. RIP. So it's an okay blender. It doesn't blend as well as the ones that you plug into the wall. So this is the one that I'm gonna try to use to make an oatmeal protein smoothie. So you'll notice that this recipe has the same ingredients that I've been putting in every single recipe that I've shown you so far, but it's only because it's so nutritious and so good for you, and it really does help for you to stay full longer. So we're gonna try to blend it in this, but I'm telling you guys, it might not work. Like, it's a hit or miss basically. You can always just add ice to it to make it nice and cold. But I'm not gonna add ice to it because, again, these blades are kind of weak and I don't think they can handle it. All right, let's see how this goes.
So I usually just eyeball this, but I put in a few spoons of oats and my choice of milk, and then a little bit of dates, a half a banana, but you can put a full banana in there. I put some honey, my favorite, some peanut butter, at least 2 spoons, and then some protein powder to give it that protein that you need. And of course, you cannot forget the cinnamon. Mash that up. Let's see if this works. And yep, nope. I already expected that it wasn't gonna work. Yep, stupid piece of thing. Mix, mix, mix. Let's try again. Okay, maybe this will work. And no, it didn't.
All right, well, I told you this thing is so dingy. It barely works. I was using it a lot when we first got it, but I don't know, it just stopped working. But you guys get the point. You can make a smoothie out of this. You know what will probably happen is that an hour from now when I try to blend it, it's gonna work, and I'm just gonna be over it at that point. Recipe number 3. Okay, so this next and last recipe that I have for you, I call the no excuses recipe, because no matter how tired you are, I'm gonna make this recipe so easy for you that you just have to eat. Like, there's just no excuses. Yeah, so you can call this the lazy girl, lazy boy recipe, because you literally don't have to do anything. I mean, you do have to do a few things, but still, barely. And it's hummus and khubz. If you don't have khubz, you can substitute it for any type of bread. You can do wheat toast. I'm going to be using wheat chapati because that's what we have here in India, and I feel like it's much lighter and still does the job. All you need is hummus. You can get the store-bought, you don't even have to make it, and any type of whole grain bread.
Okay, so I really don't think this recipe needs much explanation, but I am just cutting up some cucumber to eat on the side of my hummus plate, and then just take out the hummus that you're gonna eat. So good, so yummy. And then just add the chapati at the end, and there you go.
Voila! Lazy girl, lazy boy, this is for you. When it's time to eat, I would drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top and maybe some red pepper, whatever you guys are in the mood for, or you can just eat it just like that. But yeah, this is just super fast, super healthy. Hummus has a lot of good protein and fats. Anyways, that concludes my healthy suhoor recipe ideas. I hope you guys found this useful. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys next time.